Hi guys, welcome to the pick a card reading. So today we're gonna look at your person's feelings towards you, what do they think of you, and what is their next actions towards you. So we've got 3 piles. We've got pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. You can pause and choose your pile and we'll get right into it. Hi guys, so if you chose pile number 1, this is your reading. So what are your person's feelings for you, what do they think of you, and what is going to be their next actions. I also got channel messages from your person and advice from spirit. So for feelings, we've got the 10 of Swords, the Page of Swords, and Judgment. Oh right, you've got more. You've also got 2 of Swords. For thoughts, we've got 4 of Wands, the High Priestess, the Emperor, and the King of Wands. And for actions, we've got the Magician, 7 of Cups, Queen of Cups, and 7 of Wands. Then I'm gonna look at the advice at the end, but for channel messages, we have I'm a mess, I'm keeping secrets, and I'm fantasizing about you. Okay. So for feelings, your person, like it's right here. I'm a mess. They're not in a good place right now. I mean, with the 10 of Swords, this is it's a huge feeling of depression, like feeling in a very, very low, in a dark place. Really, they're feeling stuck. They're feeling depressed. They're feeling down. It's like, but this is also like, this is mental. It's not physical. Well, it could be, like, you know, when you're too exhausted mentally, then you become exhausted physically, but this is coming from a mental place. The 10 of Swords is the ultimatum, you know. It's like you can't be worse than the 10 of Swords, and that's not because it doesn't mean that it's because of you. It could be, but it also could be because of other events in their lives, or it could just be because of how your relationship is at this moment. It's going to be different for everyone, but they're really not in a good place. They're really feeling down. And this makes sense with I'm a mess. Then with the Page of Swords, they're feeling like they have to spy on you, because then just right there's I'm keeping secret and I'm fantasizing about you, right? The Page of Swords is often a stalker. The High Priestess is someone who's keeping secrets, and then the 7 of Cups, it's someone who's fantasizing or lives in illusion, or it could be other things, but with those cards I'm seeing that. And then there's I'm keeping secret and I'm fantasizing about you. So I feel that they feel like they have to spy on you in some type of way. So they're doing that because they are in a very dark place. They're not feeling great. So this is making them act, or making them feel as if they need to spy on you in a very secretive way. Like they can't just come forward and like ask you what you're doing. They need to like go on your social media and look at what you're doing. They're just in a bad place. They're not, I don't feel like they're doing this like in a creepy way. They could, well, it could be creepy, but I mean, it's not ill-intended. It's not because they're a bad person or like they're a weird person or whatever. It's just because they're in a bad place right now. Then there's judgment, and and with the Page of Swords too, since there's also the Two of Swords, I feel like they feel the need to stay guarded. This could be towards you, but it's probably not just towards you. I mean, like it looks like they're keeping a lot to themselves, and then they're protecting themselves, because the Page of Swords is someone who wants to know more, who wants to get more informations before they open up. So maybe that's why they're spying on you too. Maybe they're trying to find some answers to possible questions they have about you, and instead of asking you directly, they're spying on you to get those answers. And so they're not telling you anything about it, so they're being guarded. And with the Two of Swords, that's the same thing. This girl on the card, she's guarding her heart. She's protecting herself. And doesn't matter if it's a guy, if it's a girl, it's just like, this is the energy of it, you know? They're protecting themselves, not wanting to let anyone pass. But this is also like, they think, because they're blindfolded, right? They think that they need to do that to protect themselves. And with the Judgment card, I really feel like this person is looking for answers. I don't know what answers, but they're not feeling good, and they're looking for informations about you so they can get answers. So this could be anything, and it will be different for each and every one of you. But maybe they want to know if you like them. Maybe they want to know why you did something that they didn't like, or maybe I don't know, there's something about you or about your life, or something that you've done, or whatever, that they're trying, that is making them feel very down, very in a very dark place. And so they're trying to find information so they can get answers, and so they can lift up the weight that they are having, because this is a very heavy feeling, the Ten of Swords. And so it's like they're trying to find answers to something about you, so that they can understand, so they can have this realization, you know, so they can have this clarity. But right now, they really feel like protecting themselves, because they're not in a good place, and because they feel like they need answers. Now for their thoughts. Their thoughts are actually really good, which is like kind of weird with all of those negative feelings, you know? But I feel like this person thinks of you in a very positive way. Like they have like, really, in this reading, I feel like this person doesn't have bad intentions. Like, if they're acting weird, or if they're acting like too intense, like if they're stalking you a lot or whatever and you know about it, well, it's like, as I said, it's not ill-intended. They're just not in a good place. But with their thoughts here, the Four of Wands, this is my favorite card out of all the deck. Really, it's just because to me the Four of Wands is like the twin flame card. It's like harmony and joy and union and happiness. I think this person wants some type of union or some type of celebration. This could even be like in the future, it could be like marriage potential. There are not a lot of cards indicating that, but it's like these are all positive in my opinion. Like these four here, I really think that this person is thinking of you in a very positive way. Like this is also like harmony, like completing each other. So they could think that you guys complete each other, or they could think about a possible future, because this person is fantasizing a lot, right? So they could be thinking about like how it would be if you guys would be together, or like how, and they think that it would be like super happy, super harmonious, and that there could potentially be a marriage or something like that, but it's really positive. Then with the High Priestess and the other cards that I mentioned, and then I'm keeping secrets and I'm fantasizing about you. Well, this person clearly is fantasizing about you a lot, because it's like, it's said like 4 times. Like this is, the High Priestess is keeping secrets. The Seven of Cups is fantasizing. Then I'm keeping secrets and I'm fantasizing about you. This is a lot of signs that this person is fantasizing about you and not telling you about it. So their thoughts with the High Priestess, they're fantasizing about you. And the Four of Wands is just, it's right beside it. So they could be fantasizing about this union, about this harmony, about, you know, a great relationship. But they're not telling you about that. And I told you why. This is because of how they feel. They're not in a good place and they feel like they need to get more information. So they're not saying anything. And then with the Emperor and the King of Wands, these are kind of similar in some kind of way, because the Emperor is the divine masculine. It's like standing in your power, having control, being structured, the Emperor is like all the kings into one. It's like they have complete power, very resourceful, very mature, and they could see you in that way, like in power and very mature, and it could also be controlling, but I really don't see it in that way. But I really think like that's what they want to be to you. But I don't know if this person is the controlling type, but I feel like they want, if this is a masculine, and if you're like asking about a masculine, they really want to, they're thinking about how could they possibly be a good I was gonna say parental figure for you, but it's not parental. This sounds weird, because it's like, you know, the Emperor is like a father. So, but it's not in a weird way. It's just like providing for you, you know, or protect you. This is a huge protecting energy, and being your rock, you know, so you can depend on them. And yeah, really be there, very be something solid in your life. And it could be also about they could be thinking about, if this is the masculine, they could be thinking about taking control, or being the top, you know, stepping into their masculine energy. Now if this is a feminine, then they're thinking this about you. They're thinking Like if you're the masculine and they are the feminine, then, and this is energy, this is not genders, it's divine feminine, divine masculine, I don't know. Anyways, if you're the masculine, they're wanting you to step in that energy. Then with the King of Wands, it's kind of similar. It's not as much as the King of Wands is, I don't know how to describe it. It's like, it's not much about controlling, but it's about confidence and being in their power and knowing what they want and going after it. So those two, like next to each other, I really think that they're thinking about like standing in their power, gaining confidence, being a good example to you. They want to be someone you look up to. Or, and again, this is like the masculine vibe. So if they are the masculine, they want to be someone you can look up to. They want to be someone that you would be proud of, that you could depend on, I mean. But if you're the masculine, then they're wanting you to be this way, and they're thinking about that. They also, even if you're feminine, they could be wanting you to be more upfront. They could be wanting you to make a move. They could be wanting you to step in your power and just bluntly tell them what you want. Because both of them, they know what they want. And when I shuffled the cards, I asked, what are their person thinking of them? And this could be, they could be thinking that you're very powerful, or that you're really outgoing and in your power and confident. But it could also be that they want you to be this way. Or it could be that they want themselves to be this way so they can be there for you. Or it could be all three of them. But really just, take what resonates. And then for their next action, we've got the Magician, Seven of Cups, Queen of Cups, and Seven of Wands. So with the Magician and those cards here on top, it's like this person is a bad place, right? With the Ten of Swords. But they're thinking about a good place. They want a good place. And, I mean, a good dynamic, happiness and all that stuff. Harmony, whatever. Their next action is to manifest that happiness, because they're in a bad place. They're really feeling down, and they want to feel happy, and they want you guys to be harmonious with each other. They want you guys to be happy with each other, and they're gonna manifest it. They're gonna do what they have to do. This is why, like here with stepping in their power, I feel like they want to step in their power, and they want to manifest this joy. So they're probably, if you don't like this person, they're probably gonna chase you anyway and try to make it work anyway. If you do love this person, well, great, because they're gonna do what it takes to bring back or bring point happiness in this connection. Then with the Seven of Cups, well, they're just gonna keep fantasizing about you. Because this also could be doubts or like indecision. But with all of these other cards, that's not really what I'm feeling. I'm feeling really they're just gonna fantasize about you. But this could be bad if like this is the only action they would be taking. But there's the Magician and then the Seven of Wands that I'm gonna talk about later. But those two are like action-oriented cards. So I don't think you should be... So don't worry about the Seven of Wands, like the Seven of Cups. They're not just gonna fantasize and like do nothing. They're gonna do something. They're just gonna keep fantasizing about you and your relationship anyways. It also could mean that while they are spying on you, like on social media or whatever, they would be like they will start having all those assumptions or like, you know, they see you with someone on the picture and they're like, oh my god, who's that person, what are they doing, what is that, and they're gonna have like all of those scenarios in their head and they're gonna be like freaking out. That could happen too. With the Queen of Cups, this is funny because it's right under the Emperor, so it's like they're thinking about taking control and stepping in their power, or they're thinking of you in this way, and now their action is actually a very sweet person. The Queen of Cups is a sweet, very sweet, romantic, calm, nurturing, intuitive queen. So as an action, it could be that either they're gonna open up to you in some kind of way, or I think they're gonna find balance within themselves, within their emotions. Oh, okay, I get it. I think they're gonna connect a bit more with their emotional side, their feminine side. Everyone has a feminine side, and I think they're gonna connect with that. So this is not necessarily an action towards you. It could help in the development, the evolution of your relationship, but they're gonna step in this part of themselves, in their sweet side, their feminine side, so they can get answers. And then with the Seven of Wands, I think they're gonna stand up for themselves. I don't know if you did this person something wrong. If you did, they're not gonna let it pass anymore. They're gonna like step up for themselves and put up some barriers, some how do you say that? I don't remember, but basically they're gonna put barriers and be like, okay, no, this, I can't take that, I won't take that, that's a no for me. That's if you did something wrong to them, or even if you didn't, you know, sometimes it's like you need to put some barriers on, so you're not just letting anything happen that could be bad to you potentially. Anyways, they're gonna stand up for themselves, that's for sure. It could also mean that they're gonna oh my god, that they're gonna fight for you, like keep fighting. That could be it. Like go through the challenges no matter how hard they are. And yeah, so this person, they're gonna try to make this relationship work in some type of way. They want happiness and they want harmony. They're gonna fantasize about you and touch a bit, go a bit more in their, get in touch with their feminine side. I think that the reason why they're doing that is because they want to understand you. Because I think there's a lot of things that they don't understand about you, whether it's your actions, whether it's your feelings, whether it's your intentions, and they don't get it. So they're really going to try to connect with that part of themselves so they can understand you better. And they're also going to fight for this connection, to make it work, and put on some healthy boundaries. That's the word I was looking for, boundaries. They're going to put out some healthy boundaries for themselves. Okay, let's look at your advice. We've got wise. So yeah, this is just telling you, like, be mature. Okay, this person is thinking about you as a very mature person, and spirits are telling you to be mature. It's like, you know, sometimes in relationships you have to meet the person halfway through. You can't let them do all the work and you can't do all the work yourself. You really need to look at this as an outsider and then make decisions. And then make actions and then make your opinion out of it. Like, look at this wisely. Don't choose based on your emotions. Don't choose based on logic. It's really like, be wise. Like, if you were an older person looking at the situation you are in, what would you say to yourself? You know, this is the kind of energy that this card is telling you to do. So if you chose pile number 1, this was your reading. I hope it resonated. If it did, oh my god, like, subscribe, share, and comment, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hi guys, so if you chose pile number 2, this is your reading. So we're gonna see what is your person feeling for you, what are they thinking about you, what is gonna be their next action, and I've also got channel messages from your person and an advice from spirit. Okay, so we've got 3 of Wands for feelings, 9 of Cups, and King of Cups. Then for thoughts, we've got Ace of Pentacles. I think we've got it. Okay. Queen of Swords. And 5 of Cups. And for actions, we have 7 of Swords, the Fool, and the Tower. Then channel messages, we have Don't Forget Me, I'm Ready For You, and I Will Fight For You. Okay, let me just take a look at this. Okay, this spot is kind of weird. I'm just gonna say. I think I'll get clarifiers actually. Oh. Okay. Okay, well, let's start with the feelings. So we've got Three of Wands, Nine of Cups, and King of Cups. So this is positive, at least this part of it. I don't get such a positive energy out of the overall um, reading, but the feelings are positive. So we've got Three of Wands, Nine of Cups, and King of Cups. Three of Wands, it's like they're feeling, this is a sense of longing, like wanting to, oh, it might not be that negative. Okay. This is a confusing pile, I'm sorry. But it's like they're longing for you. They're thinking about you. And they're like looking at the future, waiting for the right time to come. Oh, okay. I don't know if this person is in another relationship, or if they're in a situation, a tricky situation, which is preventing them from being with you. But that could be it. Oh yeah, that's okay. I get it. Sorry. But yeah, okay. This person is probably in some kind of situationship, some kind of tricky situation in which they want to get out of, but they can't right now, but they want to, and they're like, don't leave me. They don't want you to be gone while they're waiting. It's like they're trapped in some kind of situation, and this could be anything. This could be with their family. This could be if you're watching this while we're in the quarantine, this could be just that, like they can't see you because of the quarantine. But it could also be that they're in like a restrictive family situation, or they could be in another relationship that they want to get out of but can't for some reason. It could be anything, but you will know what. Like if I'm telling about another relationship and you don't know about it, that's not it. Like it's something that you're aware of. And yeah, okay. So they're feeling a sense of longing because you make this person really happy. You make this person feel so fulfilled, so happy, so content. This person is feeling as if you were wish come true to them, but for some reason they can't have you right now. They're longing for you. And with the King of Cups, it's like they're keeping all of those feelings inside of themselves, because the King of Cups is someone with such an emotional depth to them, but they're not expressing it. It's like you would look at them and think that they don't have any feelings at all, but like in their heart it's like an ocean and big waves and like deep sea, you know? So they've got so much feelings for you, so much intense and deep feelings for you, and you make them happy, and you make them feel like you're their wish come true, and they're just longing for you and really wanting the ships to come, the ships to arrive, and on those ships is you, you know? And now what are they thinking? We've got Ace of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the Five of Cups. So this person, this here, it's like they're thinking about a new beginning with you, a new stable and secure beginning, because it's like the ships. It's like I know with the ships it's a bit weird, but it's like the Three of Wands. It's really they're waiting for the ships to come with you on it, and it's like when those ships will be there, then they'll get an opportunity with you, but it's just not the right time yet, because they're stuck in some type of situation. And as I said, it could just be their quarantine if you're watching that now. But yeah, really, they're just thinking of this new opportunity that is coming but isn't there yet. And with the Queen of Swords, it's like they're really wanting to this new start with you. this new beginning, but the way they're approaching it is not in a sentimental, emotional way. They're approaching it in a very logic and fair-minded way. It's like this is also mental clarity. It's like they've thought about all of the possibilities in their lives, or they have thought of like everything that it could do. I don't know how to say that. It's like there's this thing that they want in life that's gonna make them fulfilled, and they thought of the way to get it, and right now they know that the way to get it is to have a new beginning with you. It's like they're seeing clearly. They want this, because there's also like the Fool here for their action. So, and then the Ace of Pentacles, so it's like they're really thinking of this new beginning that they are longing for, and they're like, yes, this is what's gonna make me happy. This is what I want. Like, they're really looking at it in a very like mental way. It's not like, oh yeah, I really feel like this is the best thing to do. No, it's I really think that this is the best thing to do. I think that this is what's gonna make me the most happy. Okay, like it's a bit less romantic, but this person might be this person could have water and air, like kind of a mix of this in their chart, you know. And then with the Five of Cups, well, right now they think a lot. I think actually this is just like they're missing you. I feel like they're missing you. There's, you know, don't forget me. They're not with you right now, and there's this kind of separation that they don't want, but it's just there, and they're missing you, and they're like, I hope like you're still thinking about me while we're apart, and I hope you won't forget me. So this person is kind of sad, missing about you, thinking about you, and thinking about this opportunity that is going to happen in the future, but it's just not there yet. And then for actions, we've got Seven of Swords clarified by Six of Cups, the Fool clarified by Five of Swords, and the Tower clarified by Page of Swords. So when the time comes, I think that they're going to sneak away from their current relationship so they can be with you. They're not going to do it in a very fair-minded and virtuous way. I feel like they're gonna sneak out. If they're in a family situation, they might leave their parents' house without telling them. If they're in a relationship with someone else, they might find a way to escape from that relationship without really facing the problems, just by like running away. If it's the quarantine we were talking about, well, maybe they're not going to be able to wait till the end of the quarantine, and they're just going to sneak out of their house to see you. Like, there's something like this here. It's like they might sneak out because they're so tired of waiting for the right time, or when the right time comes, they could escape their restricting situation so they can be with you, so they can reconnect with you. With the Fool, I really feel that I'm ready for you. This person is ready to take a leap of faith with you. It's not the right time. Like, perfect timing wise, it's not. Like, with everything that's happening, it's just not. Whether it's now with the quarantine, or whether it's in the future, and it's just like, whether you're watching this in the future and it's just that the situation is not letting you guys be together right now, well, they feel ready for you, and they're gonna take a leap of faith with you. This is their next action. They're gonna take a leap of faith with you, and I will fight for you. The Five of Swords. This is a weird fight, but this is like, even if they have to do something that is considered wrong in society, you know, Like, even if they have to betray someone else, even if they have to lie, even if they have to be deceptive, they're gonna do it because they want to be with you. This is what it's saying. It's not just, it's not like a good, it's not a good fair fight. It's like a dark deceitful fight. It's like they're gonna do anything, even if it's not right, because they really want to take that leap of faith with you, and they really think that that's what is going to make them happy, and that's what is going to fulfill their wish. And then we've got the Tower and the Page of Swords. They might do something really unexpected. Like, they could just come right in and do something like completely out of the blue, and you'd be like, what the fuck? Okay, that's a possibility. They could do something like that. It could also mean that the actions that they're going to take are not gonna have positive, like, unfoldings. It's like, because the Tower, it's like a destruction or a sudden change. It's some kind of tearing apart. And the Page of Swords, it's like, it's a very smart person, but they also lack some kind of maturity. So I feel like they could do something really unreasonable that could shake things up. I don't think they have bad intentions doing it. I just think that they're not the most mature person, and that they're not necessarily thinking things through. But the thing is, they really want to see you, and they're really scared that you're gonna forget them, and they're really missing you. So that could just be it. They could just like sneak out of their house, come and see you, but it's gonna end up in a destructive type of way. I mean, like, maybe you wouldn't agree with their actions, or maybe you would have negative consequences. Like, I know some part of the world right now, like, if they go out, they could go into prison or something like that. It doesn't mean that's gonna be as bad as this, but like, it's as if they're gonna take some kind of action. It's not gonna end up that well. But they're doing it because they're really missing you and they want to see you. So, don't be scared. Just, we'll see, right? Like, it doesn't mean that it's gonna be that bad. It could be, it could not be. It could be something really, really small. But yeah. Your advice is simplicity. Okay, so it's basically saying, like, don't try to complicate things. Just, take things as they come. Don't be too critical. Don't be too judgmental. Don't be too demanding of this person or of this situation. Like, just accept things as they are, because really you should. It's saying, like, be satisfied with the simplest things, even if it's not everything that you would want. It's still something. So if you chose pile number 2, this was your reading. I hope it resonated. If it did, like, subscribe, share, comment, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hi guys, so if you chose pile number 3, this is your reading. So how's your person feeling about you? What are they thinking? What is going to be their next action? And I've also got channel messages from your person and an advice from spirit. So for feelings, we've got the Four of Cups, the Ace of Swords, the Two of Wands. For thoughts, we've got 5 of Wands, 10 of Cups, Knight of Swords, and the Hierophant. And for actions, we've got King of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, and 10 of Wands. Then channel messages, we have I'm so tired of waiting, let's get married, and you made me cry. Oh, interesting, okay. I'm gonna look at the advice at the end. I just looked to have an idea of what's going on. So I'm gonna put this here. Well, your person is really serious about you first. Now, feelings. They're feeling kind of bored right now. With the Four of Cups, they're feeling kind of bored. It might be that they can't take action right now for whatever reason, or there might be like conflicts here in this situation, and they're just like, I don't want to do anything with conflicts right now. I feel like this person might be a bit close-minded right now, though they are seeing clearly with the Ace of Swords. They feel like this person knows what they want, and with the Two of Wands too, they know what they want, they know where they're going, but it's just like right now for some reason they're feeling bored. It's like but there's like, I'm tired of waiting, right? So maybe you're watching this while we're all in quarantine, and they're like, well, I know what I want. I know I want this person. I know where I want this to go, but I can't do anything right now because we're in quarantine. So they feel bored because I'm tired of waiting, and there's also like, let's get married. So, well, as I said, this person is serious about you. They're clearly thinking about marriage. They know what they want. They have mental clarity for sure. They feel very enlightened. They feel very sharp, and like it's like they're looking at the future and they know which path to take with you. But they're tired. They're tired because right now they can't do anything. And you don't have to be in the quarantine period for this to apply. It could be any other situation, but it's like right now they can't move for some reason, or they can't do anything, and they feel bored because they know what they want, and they're really tired of waiting for the time where they can actually move. Now their thoughts, they might have conflicting thoughts, or they might this is like their thoughts about you. I don't know if you guys fight. I don't know if you guys fight. I don't know if you guys like have other suitors, because this could be competition. they could think about like what will they have to do to have you and to have you commit to them. They really want commitment. This is for sure, because we've got like let's get married, 10 of cups, the Hierophant, 10 of pentacles. They want commitment for sure. But maybe they feel like there are some obstacles that they need to get through so they can have that with you, or maybe they feel conflicted about how to move forward in that way with you, or maybe you guys are having some type of arguments and they're thinking back of those conflicts you had. That could be it. But generally speaking, this is really positive, because then we've got 10 of cups, 9 of swords, and the Hierophant, and it's like this person, they're really thinking of moving forward with you. It's in a very like the Knight of Swords is like he's fast moving, but he's not like, he hasn't thought things through before moving. So it's like, will it work, will it not? We don't really know, because he's just taking actions without thinking of the consequences. But in the end, the reason why this person is thinking about moving forward is because they want happiness with you. They want, with the 10 of cups, it could be family, it could be children, it could be a home. But generally it's a very happy and fulfilling relationship, and that's what they want with you. And then with the Hierophant, this is, to me, especially with the 10 of cups and the 10 of pentacles, this is commitment. Deep commitment, long-lasting relationship. And they, even if there are some conflicts that they're thinking about, they're also thinking about, actually I feel like they're thinking about solutions, finding solutions to those conflicts that either they have personally in their life or that you guys have together, so you can have this happy home and this commitment. But because the Knight of Swords is also someone who's looking out for solutions, problem solver. So finding solutions to conflicts so they can have this happy home with you, and so you guys can have this commitment together. That's what they're thinking about. And then their next action, I don't know if like you said no to this person, but like it's like, you made me cry. Maybe this person wanted commitment with you and you said no, and this is weighing heavy on them because they really do want commitment with you. Maybe you're not a commitment type, or maybe you thought it wasn't the right time, or even this could be like they proposed to you and you said no, and now they're like, well, I really want to be with you and I really want to marry you, and why wouldn't you want to marry me? Like this is this type of feeling. If you do want to commit to them, then it also could be that like they don't feel quite ready. It's like they really want it and they're trying to find a way to make it work because they really want it, like really. But with the King of Pentacles in reverse, maybe they don't have enough money, maybe they're not stable enough, maybe they're not really secure, and they need to find that security, they need to find that abundance, they need to find that stability and wealth, so they can actually give you the 10 of Pentacles, which is a very happy, wealthy, successful family. And with the 10 of Wands, like, I know I'm not talking much about actions, but even though this is action, but I feel like they're not necessarily going to make any actions towards you, but they're gonna take action into their own lives, either to become someone that you would be happy to commit to, or to become someone that they think they need to be so they can have you. I feel like they're gonna do what needs to be done so they can have money, so they can be stable, so they can give you a house and wealth and success and, you know, all the material stuff. It's like they want to gain wealth. But this is a lot of work with the Ten of Wands. This is going to take a lot of work from them. And maybe they're crying out of frustration. That could be it too. But yeah, they're going to do everything that they can to become wealthy, to become stable, and to be able to provide for you. But they're not in that state yet. So advice. We have controlling the mind. So this is for you, by the way. So this could be that you're having a lot of negative thoughts, or it could be that this could be both ways. It could be that you're having a lot of negative thoughts and it's saying like, okay, like stop being so negative, just be positive and, you know, focus on the good things in this situation instead of focusing on the bad things. Or it could also be that you're indulging in fantasies. It could be that you're thinking too much about good things and now it's telling you like, okay, come back to earth. Like it's not all pink and roses and you have to face reality. It could be both. Probably going to be different for each one of you. But it's really saying like, control your mind, control your thoughts. Like it's got to be positive, but it's got to be realistic too. Like think about everything that's going right, and if you're telling me like nothing is going right, that's not true. Like there's always positive out of every situation, all the time. It could be growth, it could be anything, it could be healing. Like really just focus on what's good here and try not to indulge in anything. Try not to stress yourself out for nothing, for no good reason. And yeah. So if you chose pile number 3, this was a reading. I hope it resonated. If it did, like, subscribe, share, comment, and I'll see you next time. Bye.